Hey everybody, Joshua Laycock here. I'm out doing a coffee run for the family. It's what we do on the days off. I guess I want to wish everyone a happy new year. I've never been a really big new year guy, but I know a lot of people really enjoy that and have a lot of fun with it. So happy new year to those of you who enjoy hearing happy new year. I wanted to talk a little bit today about comfort, and it's an interesting thing for me. So I was in bed by, 9:30, 9 o'clock yesterday. Not for any reason other than that's just sort of my routine, and some people in the house are still feeling a little under the weather. And, pardon me, I also know that if I stay up late for some reason to say, hey, it's midnight, then I'm more likely to disrupt my schedule the next day. And to me, it's just not worth it. There are times where absolutely I will. And for me, personally, no thanks. So my alarm went off at the normal time today and I got the normal things done. And now I'm able to enjoy a bit of a quiet down day. And not have to worry about getting a bunch of stuff done because I got it done. And it's interesting. I woke up to a bunch of wonderful texts from friends and family saying, Happy New Year and everything like that. And I responded this morning, and more than a few people reached out and said, you're a lunatic or something for getting up so early when you don't have to. And I'm quickly becoming the guy at work who's the weird freak guy who is always looking for something to knock him out of his comfort zone, I guess. And I'm really cool that it's sort of becoming my thing, but I don't get, or a lot of people think that I push myself and that I struggle or embrace the suck or whatever the language is, just for the sake of things sucking. Like, oh, you must, people are like, you must be a sadist. You have a cold shower. You like it cold. You must be a sadist. You get up early and work out, when you could just do it another time, or blah, 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 whatever it is. And I think it's really limited, narrow thinking, unfortunately, to be completely honest with you. Is no, I don't do these hard things for the sake of doing hard things. I do the hard things because they move me closer to the things that I want and the kind of man that I want to become. And if some of the things that I'm going to have to do are going to be hard or shitty or unpleasant, then I might as well do my best to try to enjoy them along the way, And I don't think it's any more complicated than that. It's simply a matter of, this is a non-negotiable, so we might as well not hate it. I mean, it doesn't, I guess it's weird for me because it doesn't make a lick of sense to think of it otherwise, although I know that I've lived most of my life thinking the other way. And so I said I want to talk about comfort. It's a really interesting thing, this concept of comfortable, and it comes, the conversation always pops up around cold showers for whatever reason. People just sort of think that is the most unbelievably painful, uncomfortable thing out there. And I don't know, I shout out to my sister who's going through labor right now. I think she'll disagree. But, I think the more we seek comfort for the sake of comfort, which is probably why people think I seek out pain for the sake of pain, because they seek out comfort for the sake of comfort. Comfort makes us soft. It makes us reliant on the comfort. It makes us reliant on the conveniences of life, on the softness and the warmth of life. And then what happens when you get soft? Well, whenever you are challenged, whether it is something that life throws at you, or quite frankly, maybe you injure yourself. Like, look, on my walk today, I tumbled hard. It snowed a bit here last night. There was some ice on the ground. I didn't see it, and I hit the ground really hard. And I'm lucky I didn't hurt myself, but I didn't. And I got up and I went, that sucks. And I kind of checked myself over and I'm like, let's move on. I attribute that to being hard. I do. So I think that when people seek out softness and comfort for the sake of softness and comfort, it then leads us to injury. It leads us to being broken. It leads us to having a soft mental outlook on life. It inhibits mental resiliency and emotional resiliency. And then what happens when we suffer out of for something that is other than our own doing, when the world smacks us down and then we suffer? I think that to that person, they seek out more comfort. They seek out more convenience. And they now look at life as just being nasty and like it's gonna, continue to punch me in the mouth. So I'm gonna try to, shield myself from that as much as possible. And then they seek out more comfort and avoid the struggle. And I think, unfortunately, for some people, and I was there, it takes something really significant to punch you in the face really hard where you can't get up to go, okay, something has to change here. But I really do think that downward spiral, that compounding effect, sort of goes soft, broken, soft, broken, soft, broken, soft, broken. And how you break it is you got to interject some hard into the soft. You have to break that cycle. And that's when you have to turn to, this cycle sucks. Soft isn't working. Convenient isn't working. Warm isn't working. Maybe I try something new. And that's when integrating hard, integrating some pain, integrating some discomfort, integrating some cold into your life starts to slowly break the channel. My back is a really good example. It's a bad back. It goes out. It's hurting right now for some reason. Probably because I've been sitting on the couch. It's no surprise sitting on the couch hurts my back. But the work that I do so that I can do the things that I want to do is hard. And sometimes it hurts. And if I had, every time that my back used to go out, what would I do? I'd lay on my back for a couple of weeks. I'd lay out at the advice of a doctor, lay on my ass, and wait for my body to take care of itself. And look, there's times for recovery. You guys know that. You're smarter than that. But when it comes to my back, what did I do? I sought out other opinions because that cycle wasn't working for me. Broken, soft, broken, soft, broken, soft. And it was someone who said, yeah, you got to work through it. You got to build up the muscles. You got to strengthen your core. You have to read this book and do this online program. And it sucks and you look goofy and it hurts, but it will work. Hard inconvenience leads to thriving. So if people want to look at me as being that weird guy who embraces discomfort, sure. I'm just bummed that being weird, that's weird. That wanting to level up and wanting to thrive is weird. And if you're someone who is not all that happy with where their life is and the way it's going, and you're also someone who really, really enjoys a whole lot of comfort, and you're trying to integrate comfort and convenience into every element of your life, maybe there's a correlation there. I bet you there's even a causation there. So make things a little harder on yourself, because then that's the cool thing. That cycle runs the other way. Then all of a sudden, maybe you're a little less pain-free, or you're more pain-free in your life. That's pretty comfortable. Maybe you make some more money and you can take a nice trip. That's pretty comfortable. The hardness and the difficulty is what leads to real comfort, real stability, real thriving, real evolution. It's not the other way around. No one ever evolved trying to be comfortable. Everyone always evolves out of necessity, out of the trials of life, and taking them head on. So I'm going to embrace the day of being hard, of having some fun, spending it with my family, and I'm going to proudly wear the badge of being hard and being weird and embracing the suck and all those things that people like to say. But the simple reality is, it's just what's necessary. So get out there, do something uncomfortable today. I hope that you have a fantastic first of the year and that it is the first day of an incredible 2020. Take care.